Hi, it's Kevin Lebates here, and this is a video to follow up on the text post I made yesterday about asking why you want to use a blockchain solution rather than asking how. The first question has to be why. You need to actually have a genuine case rather than diving into trying to solve all the technical problems. And this post made me think back to 1986, I think it was, when I got a job as a summer intern at Billiton, or Shell Metals as it was also known. And the job involved writing a database from scratch in Turbo Pascal on an old IBM PC and categorizing and cataloging all these chemicals that they had in their research lab. And so in the morning I would be going through cupboards wearing gloves and mask and writing down on this card index paper what chemicals they had, and then in the afternoon I'd write my database and transfer the data into it. And the thing was, I think I realized at the time that nobody was ever going to be using that system. It was the mid-80s, most people hadn't touched a computer, and the people using the lab, the researchers and the chemists and the lab assistants and stuff like that, were perfectly happy with the card index. In fact, they weren't bothered at all with the cataloguing really, because the whole thing had gotten into a bit of disarray. And I think that's the kind of thing that you need to consider when you're looking at your blockchain solution. It's the same question, it's always been the same question, which is, who is the audience? Are they ready for this change? Is it actually relevant to them at this point, or will it be relevant in the short to medium term? Because if it's not, then your solution is not going to have any traction. As an amusing aside, after a couple of weeks of doing the chemical cataloging in the morning and writing computer code in the afternoon, I got moved on to full-time coding because the young manager in charge of the project at the time discovered that I'd been cataloging things such as potassium cyanide or 1 litre bottles of mercury cleric solution and other very harmful and noxious chemicals. So they quickly pulled the teenage intern off that, because of course there would have been quite some risks and quite a scandal if I'd actually ended up getting hurt. Now, as it happens, in my mid-teens I was thinking of becoming a chemist, so I was quite disappointed by that, and also I was being perfectly careful using all the right safety equipment. But anyway, that's just a little anecdotal aside. Hope you found that amusing, and I hope you got something useful from this video post. See you on the next one soon. Bye for now.